Thank you guys so much for joining us today as we continue on our bathroom build. And now a bathroom build doesn't sound very fun, but today's video will be fun because we're getting ready to lay tile, and not just any old boring tile, these tiles. Check these out, really cool, really fun. Do you guys think our house is boring and dark? Not anymore. We wanted to make this bathroom extra special, so we really took our time in picking out tile. In fact, I took months to pick out tile.
Pretty much.
And we finally found one that we said, yes, this will work. Perfect. Is it old house theme?
I don't know. Not really.
But we can do it because it's our house and this is our dream home. That's what we're trying to do. Make it just special for us, and we can break the rules sometimes. And as you guys can see, I got a head start on this project because we wanted to make sure we knew what we were doing going into this. We're working on layout. None of these are mortared down. Don't worry, you didn't miss the work. We're just planning. We wanted to make sure we made the best use of the tiles and that everything would flow good and look good. We're going to keep these laid down. We're going to start cutting tile and filling it all in. And once we're content with the dry fit, once everything looks perfect, we're going to try to keep it organized, take it all up, and get started on laying the tile, the actual tile job. So I'm telling you guys, prep work can make a big difference, and we're trying to do this one right. So we had to run to the store and pick up a new tool, a tile saw. So we're going to get this unpacked, set up, and we'll get chopping up all the tile. And we got to be really careful because we only bought just enough. We're not going to have much left over. So we got to do it perfect. I mean, I'm assuming it spins this way. Is there a tool hooked here somewhere? Yep. Oh, I see. That's interesting. Do this while it's waiting.
Yeah, undo this.
Okay. Put that down low. I mean, that's it. I think we're pretty much
Fence. Done. What is this?
Don't know.
Probably don't need it if we don't know.
Well, hold on a second. And this should be the right thing. It goes in there just like this.
You're cutting the cut edge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
8.5 inches over. Yep, like that. Okay.
You gotta put a dot where you need to stop.
Oh yeah, 7 inches again. There's a big gap here because we still have to put wood on the door jamb here before we tile, but we'll get to that in a moment. We're going to keep cutting these tiles and getting them all fit into place. We're not going to film any more of that because it's getting too dark out, but we'll get it finished up so that tomorrow we are ready to just start laying tile. So that's our goal tonight, prep and get everything perfect. All right, I think what I want to do is take them out and put them like this. Does this make sense?
Yeah, maybe see how there's 3 of these wispy things? Take like this and put it here. And then this one just needs to be rotated.
This one?
Because it's over there in the same...
Oh yeah. Do you want to rotate it or do you want to put it somewhere like I can put it where this blue flower is? We'll get the same color. Maybe I'll replace this one. Can we not look at my toes? Alright, we cleared all the tile out of here and now we are ready to lay out and cut the Ditra. If you guys have watched our channel, you know all about this stuff. This is just a tile uncoupling membrane that we're going to lay on the floor. We mortar it down, you'll see the whole process, and this is what we lay our tile on top of to isolate it from the wood subfloor. Don't pull it.
I'm not trying to, it's just falling.
Okay. Okay. You guys might not notice, but over here I did get my wood strips installed. It's just scrap wood as a spacer for the trim to go on. That's done. Deetra's cut. We had drawn a line on the floor when we had our tile in place so that we knew where to cut this. That looks good. Oops. Made a little bit of a mess on this one, but should be okay. That wasn't as bad as I had been expecting. I've done this several times now, and I think I'm just getting quicker at it. Quick and easy. Deidre's done. We are ready for tile. So now we just have to mix up a new batch of mortar. Hopefully the tile job goes as smoothly as this did. So let me tell you about that tile job. It went unbelievably smooth. I would say we only had one mistake where we had to pull up a tile and reset it. And that's because I just didn't like the design orientation, but also, more importantly, it was sitting too low. It just wasn't lining up with the tiles next to it, so I felt like it needed a little more mortar underneath it. And I'm glad I did pull it up because I didn't have very good coverage on the back when I lifted it. We reset that, no problem, and everything else went smooth. I'm telling you, this was our best tile job to date. It just went so much better because we really put the time and effort into the prep work and just being ready with everything ahead of time. Everything lined up exactly where it was meant to. It stopped dead on the line when we got to the door. That means we made no mistakes with the layout, the spacing. The spacing was really important to us. We decided to do 16th inch gaps. That's the tightest we've ever gone on tile, but we wanted really fine tile lines for this design. It works really good with the pattern on there to keep them close together. To maintain that, we did use tile spacers, and these are our chosen tile spacers. We really like these. We've used these pretty much every time we've set tile. And Tavi two-sided tile spacers. We bought these at Lowe's, but I just want to let you know because sometimes people can't see these in the video, but we do use spacers. Now, we didn't back butter our tiles. Some people prefer to back butter, which means putting mortar on the back of the tile before setting them. We find that if you have a good mortar bed and it's not skinned over, you don't need to back butter, just press it down. We prefer not to back butter because we just make a mess of things. Honestly, I just get a mess everywhere. I can't do it, so I just don't do it. So now it is actually the next morning after we did that tile job. So it should be dry enough to get some work done on it. It's not quite 24 hours, but it's been long enough that I feel comfortable getting the tile spacers out and maybe cleaning it up a little bit, making sure there's no mortar on the surface, and preparing to lay the grout. We got these tiles all cleaned up and they are ready for grout, which we hand mixed. It's ready to spread. We're going to start doing this because this is a rapid setting grout. So I'm going to work this room quick and get these cracks filled.
Good. How's the color looking?
I guess we're finally ready for the big reveal. The tile floor is done. I just finished cleaning up all the last of the grout and it's looking really good. There's always a little bit of haze left, but I did my best to buff it off and it's looking so awesome. Now we used the same grout that we used previously in our master bathroom, and if you've been following us that long, you'll remember that we ran into a disaster when the grout started setting up way too fast, faster than we could clean it off, and it was really a mess. But we learned our lesson and we give it another try because we wanted to see with our new knowledge if we could do it better, and it went so good. Instead of using my drill to mix it, we used our hand to mix it. So I hand mixed, used cool water, and it gave me all the working time I needed to get this job done and even more. Now the grout color we chose looks white. I wanted it to match the tiles, but it's not white. It's actually called Frost. This is actually a tube of matching silicone sealant that I'm going to use to seal the grout line along the tub. Where the tub meets the tile, there's no point in putting grout in there because it's never going to be a really good seal. So I can use this color matched sealant to water seal that tub edge. We'll be doing that later. But I just wanted to show you the grout color. It actually looks gray or silver on the package. And that's what it looks like on the bag too, but on the chart that we looked at in the store, it was more white looking and it matched the tile pretty good because the tile, even though it looks really white, it's kind of I think a grayish white. So it works really well. So do you like the tile?
I love the tile.
Good choice.
Excellent choice.
I'm glad we waited on buying tile because our original choice was different. And this is
way better.
Just so cool. It looks so good in here. It brings a lot of color into the room. It needed that. And the kids like it. We showed them both before talking to you guys. We did the big reveal because it was a surprise. It was a secret. And we've been working undercover all this time. Yep. And they came and looked at it and they
loved it.
With this project done, we did do a really good job with the tiles and we ended up with 3 extra tiles in the end. 3 spares. Yep. We're going to put these away somewhere safe. I know people say save it in case one breaks. I hope none of these break, but I don't even know how hard it would be to replace a broken tile because on the Ditra, it's kind of like near impossible to pull these up.
Yeah. And I don't even think they'll break. We've never had a tile break that we've laid down, ever.
But
so,
we still have 3 spare. We'll save them just in case. Maybe someday they'll make a cool little project or something. I really enjoyed working with these smaller 10 by 10 tiles rather than the 12 by 12s.
This should be the standard size, in my opinion.
Yeah, it made a big difference for me. I like that. But here's the bad news. The news that you don't even want me to tell anybody.
I know.
With all of our planning, we tried so hard to get this job perfect. We really put a lot of thought into it and studied it and looked at it and planned it all out. And I thought everything was going good until I was cleaning the grout. Picture this, I'm that far in, I'm cleaning the grout, and I realized I made a mistake.
Yeah.
After all of that, I still messed up. And I put 2 tiles exactly the same right next to each other in the same orientation. I couldn't have even turned it.
I know.
Like, think about that. You have all these chances to rotate it a certain way, and they ended up right next to each other without me even knowing.
And considering the fact that there's like 20-something different designs in this design.
Yeah.
How did that turn out like that?
And I could have grabbed one of the 3 extras.
Yeah.
And it would have been 100% perfect. Of course, we always have one mess up. That's the one quirk in this bathroom. And it's right at the entrance.
And all you would have had to do was turn it 90 degrees or
grab one of the other tiles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the one of them was cut, so that one had to stay. But the other one...
And how we all missed it, well, all 2 of us, how we missed it until the very end is beyond me, but it's okay. Life will go on.
Yep.
This is just beautiful still. The tiles are so busy that you almost don't even notice it. Like
I probably wouldn't have noticed it if you didn't point it out.
Yeah.
So...
Luckily, the tile is just has so much variation that it was hard to repeat. There was just so many different tiles. Somehow they amazingly all interlock, like with the pattern. It's so cool. So, like I said, we got to do some caulking. We got to do some trim work. We got to finish up the threshold. We have a big crack between the wood floor and the tile. We're going to be filling that up with more wood floor. So I'm going to be taking a piece of our scrap wood flooring and cutting it to fit in there to line up to the edge of the tile. So I'll worry about that later. But more or less, we can call this job done. I think next, we're just going to be waiting for stuff to come, like the new vanity, so we can get working on that. I need the vanity so that I know how it's going to sit on the wall so I can finish up trim work. I don't think there's much else to say, so I just hope you guys enjoyed the video. We appreciate you guys following along. So until next time, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Belia? Do you have anything you want to say about the new bathroom floor or anything?
Nothing too profound. I just think it looks really cool and nice. Looks really good in here.
If the bathroom was done right now, it would look so awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be done very soon.